Now let's get to the song lesson today. We have Black Hole Sun by Soundgarden. Now I'm in standard tuning. They are tuned down a half step on the recording, so it's not going to sound right if you're in standard tuning and you're trying to play with the recording. So you'll have to tune down to E flat, A flat, D flat instead of just E, A, D. Now I'm in standard tuning because I don't want to tune down and then have to tune back up later. That's bad for your strings if you do it too much. So we have 6 different chord positions for this song, and I'm going to show you all 6. And the first one is an A minor add 4, and it sounds like this. Okay, that's the first part of it. Now let's learn where to put our left hand. We're going to go on the D string. The D string is the 3rd string down from the ceiling. 1, 2, 3. And we're going on the 2nd fret, 1, 2, with our pointer finger there, okay? Now, the next string towards the floor is the G string. And that's the one, we want that one, and we want to do 2nd fret with the pointer finger here. So 2nd fret for both fingers on the D and the G string. Now, you're going to need to use your pinky for this next string. Don't use your ring finger because we're going to save that for the next chord. So take your pinky and put it on the B string. That's the string right next to the highest string, the E string. So the B string on 3, and then we're ready. Okay, so I have 3 fingers down. 1, 2, and then my pinky there. And we're going to pick the 4 middle strings. So leave the low E out and leave the high E out. We're going to do the 4 middle ones, and we're going to pick them from bottom to top. So A string, D string, G, and then B. And let that ring for a second, and then come back down. G string, D string, A string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you hold the 4th one. You go 1, 2, 3, 4. Hear that? I let that top one ring a little bit before I came back down. Alright, here's the next chord. All you do is add this ring finger to what you already have. We're going to put it on the A string, right here, here's the A string, on 3. So now I have all 4 fingers down, and I'm ready to do the next chord pattern. Now it's just going to go straight up, and that's it. So A string, D string, G string, B string, and let it ring. So let's put the first 2 together now. Here's the first one. The next one, leave your pinky where it is, but lift all the others up. Take your middle finger and put it on the low E on the 3rd fret. 1, 2, 3. So now I have the low E on 3, and I have my pinky on 3 here on the B string. And if you don't play guitar much, right now your pinky is killing you. That little string is digging into your finger. And but just keep practicing, and you'll get some calluses there, and it won't hurt. Now we're going to go up, and then we're going to go back down, but we're going to have something different at the end. So pick the low E, then the D string, skip the A string, and do the D string open, and then the open G, and then the B string, let it ring for a second, and then go back to the G string, and then the D string. Now, instead of doing the 3 on the E again, I'm going to lift up and do it as an open. Okay? So I go up, back down, open. Alright, might want to write all that down. Here's the next chord. This is the hard one to land because it's a semi-bar chord. Well, it is a bar chord, but you don't have to land all the fingers. So what you want to do is, let's think of it as a power chord first, okay? Let's do the 2nd fret on the low E, and let's take our ring finger and put it on the 4th fret on the A string, and let's take our pinky finger and put it on the 4th fret as well on the D, okay? So that's what I have. And check the strings, make sure they're coming out. They're coming out. Now, this is the tough part. You need to take this first finger, flatten it out, and press all of the strings down. All of them. Okay? And that's going to make an F sharp minor chord, bar chord. And what we're going to do, we're not going to pick all the strings. We're just going to pick some of them. And we're going to do the low E, and then the A, and then the D, and then the B string. So I skipped the G. Okay? And that's all I do. I just go up, I think. Let me make sure. Yeah. And you don't have to land it all at once, because since we're picking one string at a time, you can land this bar here with your first finger just for a split second while you pick that. You can be getting down the other 2 fingers to finish it. And this is what you pick. You pick the low E, and then the A, and then the D, and then the B. And that's it. Then we'll go on to the next part. So let's go through what we have so far. Here's the first position. second chord, third one, open, and then land this chord. And then after that, we're going to do an open. After that, let me make sure. Yeah, we're doing open string. Sometimes it's hard to remember what the notes are in the middle of the riff if I stop. So open E after that. Now here's a cool chord. This is a suspended chord. It's an F chord with a 4/3 suspension. Okay, that is not resolved. For those of you who like theory. Anyway, we're going to have first fret here with the first finger on the low E, and then I'm going to take this ring finger and I'm going to do a bar on the A, D, and G string here. That means I'm going to flatten it out and I'm going to press three strings down with that one finger in the 3rd fret. Now, if you have a little hand and this is difficult for you, you can do it this way. You can use these 3 fingers to press them down. I can't really do that. My fingertips are too big. So there's an option for if you can't reach it. Okay. Anyway, you get that bar down, and we're going to pick the low E, then the A, then the D, then the G, and then we're going to come back down like we did before. So just go up and come back down. Alright, it's really difficult to pick up here on the neck, but you learn to do that when you're doing video lessons for guitar so people can see. So, and then open E after that, and the last chord here is a bit of a stretch. I'm going to show you a way to do it if you can't reach this, okay? But what you need to do is 5th fret with your pinky on the A string right here, and then we want our pointer finger on the D string on the 2nd fret. Alright, so you got those 2 down. Now pick the low E, and then the A, and then the D, and then the B string will be open. And that's it. So you have, oh sorry. Now, if you can't reach that, here's a kind of a cheat way to do it. You go E, and then open D, and then 2nd fret on the D, and then the B can be open. So you can do it that way. Alright, can't tell much, if you do it that way. Now let's go through all of it. Here's the first one. Second one, add a finger. Next one, lift everything up except the pinky. Go up, back down. Open on the low E there. And then we're going to do our bar and go straight up. Okay? And then we're going to do open E. And then we're going to do this chord here, suspended. All the way back down. And then open E, and then the 5-2. Okay? One more time through. Let me put my fingers, let me pick it down here so it's easier for me. And you can kind of hear how it goes together better. And there we go. It's a really cool riff. Hope you guys enjoy it.